In this video, we'll talk about the CBC formula. What's up, internet? So last week I shared a video number 5, and alongside it I added a formula that is my much simplification of the understanding of CBC as structured by KICD. The formula CBC equals into brackets T plus S raised to power daily application for practice and perfection. And this is my understanding and my simplification and my interpretation of the formula of the CBC as structured by KICD in the Kenyan context. And my explanation is as follows. Education for self-reliance was the driving force behind the 1985-844 curriculum. However, over 3 decades on, it became largely agreeable that the dream had been lost in between. Even though government tried various curriculum content reviews that climaxed 202, the ship only sank further, with schools disappointing by overemphasizing on grades, school ranking, the final national exams, and feeding universities with largely crowds of unjustifiable A's and B's. With CBC, the dream is different. This time round, the mission is to leave no one behind by identifying and nurturing each and every learner's potential. You see, CBC's assumption in the current structure is that our children go to school taking along with them great multitudes and great amounts of amorphous and concrete potential that the CBC or the school system now under the CBC has been tasked and has been equipped and empowered to patiently probe, identify, grow, encourage, and nurture for career advancement at senior school, where your child or the learner will be expected to choose between the 3 provided pathways. And the pathways are another wide area that I will do a separate video for. And now, in addition to that, the fun bit also is that in that mix, the parent and the teacher role is more or less complementary, and that is to identify and gauge a child's potential. Once identified, or in the process of identifying your child's or a learner's potential, CBC has further been equipped and empowered to run workshops within the school, and these workshops serve one fundamental significance, and that is to raise and grow your child's potential at a practical level. On a daily basis, for instance, a fine art talented kid will spend hours on end practicing his art to perfection. In addition to that, the fine art kid will as well learn entrepreneurial skills, communication skills, and collaborative skills to further build on self-reliance stamina that he or she may with much ease turn the art into a livelihood. Very awesome, right? Talk of the school farms that I talked about in my very first video. Such are the workshops that, in addition to many others, CBC has been empowered to establish and run strategically for practical advancement of talents and skills within the school. And we are talking about very early in life, primary, lower primary, and early secondary school, where a child's talent is still at identity level, and now the workshops come in handy to further build and encourage the child to practice and master his or her art. At an advanced level of CBC, such as the senior school, which is designed to take in children between the age of 15 and 17, the learner will only take subjects in line with choices that are in tandem with their interests and talents. At this level, the senior school, CBC will be forging electricians, camera operators, journalists, hotel attendants, plumbers, you name them. And these are career entry-level experts who will be ready to serve in order for them to earn a living out of the very basic high school, what you would call high school education in the current 844 curriculum. To sum it up, therefore, CBC equals to talents, gifts, and whatever thing else a child brings along from school, from home to school. And this is added to the skills that will be added on or will be given to the child within the school system. And now the package within the formula is then multiplied to daily application for practice and perfection within the school provided workshops and any other channels and platforms that will be found even at home, where the child will be expected to practice his or her art to perfection.